Hi, this is First Lady Redonda, and I'm cooking still in the kitchen. This time I want to show you something that I like to do. This is kind of a companion dish to go along with the speckled butter beans that I showed in my other video. So if you want to know how to do the speckled butter beans, just look at the other video. And so this is a companion to that. This is actually going to be cornbread, cornbread, kind of like a corn casserole or cornbread muffins. So it's really simple, but I use Jiffy corn muffin mix. I use cream corn. I use 2% milk, and I'm going to use 2 eggs. And I've already preheated my oven to 350, as you can see. And I've got my muffin tin in the oven, and it already has oil in the bottom of it, and it's preheating. Because remember when I did my cornbread dressing video, I was teaching you that you have to have the oil hot, you have to have the grease hot, all of that, the skillet, all that has to be hot before you make your cornbread. So very quickly, I'm going to just crack these 2 eggs. Remember I was telling you in the last video, I don't like to crack eggs in my mixture, because if one of the eggs is bad, then definitely you can't take it out once you get it in there. So I'm just going to add this 1 can of cream style corn into this mixing bowl here, and get all that good stuff out. And what I like to do is I like to add a cup of milk, and I use 2%. Okay. And if that's not enough, I'm going to add more in the end, but I just start stirring that in, the milk with the cream style corn. And then I'm going to add the eggs one at a time, and then just kind of mix them up. Make sure they're well mixed and incorporated. And the reason I like to do one at a time is because I don't like to have a whole lot of egg yolks just floating all around in the bowl, and then I have to try to find them and make sure they're incorporated really well. So I kind of like to do them one at a time. And so again, I'm using my flat spatula here and just kind of stirring it up. And because the Jiffy corn muffin mix is already sweet, it doesn't need to add any sugar to this mixture or anything. It's going to be a sweet corn muffin, and it's really going to be corny because it's going to have that cream style corn in it, which cream style corn is already kind of sweet, and it's going to have a really nice consistency to this. So once I've incorporated the eggs, the 2 eggs and the cream style corn and the milk, then I'm just going to add the corn muffin mix. And you add it last, and the reason you add it last is because you really want to make sure that you've gotten the eggs and everything mixed really well and incorporated really well. And you add the corn muffin mix last, and it's going to really give your corn muffins a really light texture. Okay, and so now that I've gotten that done, make sure I got all that out. Okay, I'm going to set this to the side really quickly, and I'm going to pull my muffin tin out. There's a lot of heat coming out of here. I'm just going to use just a little bit of the oil, and you can hear that sizzle as it goes in that mixture, and that's what you want. And first of all, it lets you know that your oil is hot enough, and I'm just kind of tempering this batter with that oil, because you have eggs in here and you don't want to have scrambled eggs in your corn muffins. So I'm tempering the batter with the hot oil, and then I'm going to add this batter into each one of these little sections of this muffin tin, And this is a, what, 12 muffin tin. And so you want to kind of do this while it's hot. So when I'm stirring really fast. And now I'm just going to start adding one at a time. Scoot this over a little bit so I have a little more room to work. The bowl that I usually use, I don't know where it is, so bear with me. This may get a little messy, but it'll be worth it in the end. Ah. Okay. And as you can see those bits of cream style corn in there. It's going to make a really pretty muffin too. And I'm just basically just filling them up to the top, pretty much. The bowl that I normally use has a little spout and it's a lot less messy, but oh well, I couldn't find it. So you know how it is when you're in the kitchen and you really are in a rush and you're trying to get stuff done and can't find the stuff that you need. You just have to kind of improvise. So that's what I try to do in the kitchen. Okay, so that's done. I just moved that over to the sink. And very carefully, go ahead and try to get this into the oven as quickly as possible. It's a little bit too hot for me to wipe the top off, so I'm not going to worry about it being messy. So it's going to go in the oven, 350, for about 20 minutes. And we'll come back and look at them when they're done. Be back in a bit. Hello, we are back. And I think our cornbread muffins are ready. So let's go ahead and pull them out. They've been in the oven for about 20-25 minutes. And as you can see, they are golden brown and slightly crispy on top. And so they need to cool for a few minutes. But this, like I said, is the companion dish to the speckled butter beans. And so when these cool, I'll show you how to take them out. But just watch the other video for the speckled butter beans so you can see the whole finished product. Thanks. And I hope you try the recipe and have a great night.